Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby, on this beautiful Sunday. Ooh. Pisces, thank you. Special thank you to everybody who's been emailing me or messaging me on Instagram, your YouTube wrapped list with High Priestess Healing Tarot on it. You have, you've made my weekend, but also like on a spiritual level, you know, we all go through our things mentally, and like, I think sometimes I channel and say things that like hit you in the right way, that like adjusts a mindset or something. And those have actually been hitting a spot for me that I didn't even like fully know that I was going through something. So thank you guys for the medicine. It is very lovely. I love you so much. All right, let's see what messages Spirit has for you, you sweet little priestess. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Pentacles. Damn, that feels good. First card out after a message of gratitude. Hey, maybe that's the message. Maybe it's like, hey, take a moment and allow yourself to feel the gratitude. Feel the kindness people are sending your way. Because then the first card out is going to be a 10 of Pentacles, baby. Oh, God, so good. Abundance, legacy. This could be all of your pieces coming together. You know, if you've been like piecemealing a bunch of shit for a minute. This is so good. What else with this 10 of Pentacles? Wow, that's a drastic change, Pisces. What the hell happened here? 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Taurus. And what are you? I think that's Virgo. I don't know. Virgo or Capricorn. Show me one more here. Holy shit. What's going on, Pisces? And the Fool at the bottom. This looks like Jax from Vanderpump Rules. Foofy woofy. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in reverse to me is like, this is what has been cleared out or cleaned out. And I'm saying that too, like you read cards, because I know so many of you do, but if you don't read cards, 5 of Pentacles is the energy of like, it's lack and it's not enough, but it's also like, sometimes it's a transitional point that's hard. 5 of Pentacles is all the 5s are changes. And if you think of change as a portal, there's like discomfort in it. Even if it's change for the good, there's still going to be discomfort. So this 5 of Pentacles, in one way or another, is a transition. It is a change. The 10 of Swords is like releasing a significant wound. So on a basic level, this could be a financial wound, some sort of scarcity wound, stability, security. The reality is, if you're watching tarot, all these wounds that we talk about, it's a spectrum. Like this, you know, spectrum, like this, long. And one side might be more severe and one side might be lighter. And it's our responsibility to determine our resonance with like where we're at on that spectrum. So like scarcity wound, mine used to be super severe. And now I would say I'm somewhere like in the middle, maybe approaching the middle. I'm not positive. Some days I feel, I'm like, oh, I'm untouchable. And other days I'm like, everything's going to go to shit. and that is the reality of the mind that I have. But my soul comes in and is like, hey, let's rewrite the stories. Let's take action that rewrites those stories. So this is also a very humbling wound to work on. If this is not financial in nature, it is material in nature. And what I mean by that is like, it could be scarcity related to scarcity, security, wounding, or healing around those things related to community, long-term partnership, long-term contracts, career success, career trajectory, wisdom, building. 10 of Pentacles is the final stage of a physical building. We see the beginning stages of it in the 3 of Pentacles. So from the 3 to the 10, you actually see the construction of this like 10 of Pentacles society. To go from the 5 to the 10 though means something significant happened. And the cards are saying the 10 of Swords in reverse is what happened. It's like you got an Uno reverse on a mindset. But I'm like, well, what happened here? That Uno reversed it and put you in this like whole other major arcana wave, which is like a soul wave. Let's go. Show me the 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in reverse. And, you know, I'm talking about spectrums. This could be like one day or 1 minute you have a thought of like, I don't know if this is going to work out. And then something shifts and the next day it does. Or this could be deeper, right? Like for the last several years, I've been working on my relationship to stability, security, finances, having enough, knowing it will always come through, knowing it will always be replenished. So just please put yourself where you go. I'm only going to say this once. I'm not ever going to talk about this again, but I'm noticing that the comments that are wild in the comment section, they're getting wilder. So this is just like my disclaimer of like, hey, just like put you where you go. We don't need to flip out at a reader. We can just change the channel, you know? Okay. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Swords. What happened? She turned her back on it. Or she like let the guidance of the crows move her. She let the guidance of the crows move her. Technically, this is the dawn. It's like where the darkness breaks. Now we're at dawn. But like, what happened? Ooh, you saw some kind of success in something or self. Or sometimes 6 of Wands is like, it's an achievement card. Sometimes this is internalized. Like I recognize I've achieved something. I've completed a cycle and I am giving myself a moment of recognition. Other times it's external recognition received that shifts your mental energy. Swords is air, it's mental. Oh my God, we're getting the same card. It's kind of weird. Another way I could read this 10 of Swords, 6 of Wands, Fool, is like, if the swords are ideas, this is like a collection of ideas, piecemealing, you know, a collection of ideas, a collection of mindsets or habits or patterns. Putting these things together. And then as you put them together, you're like, that was the final piece. There's like a victory and success, which allows for a new flow to take place. Or it's like assembling furniture. Now I can sit on it, you know, 10 of Swords. I put all of the ideas together, put all the instructions together. Cooking, I put all the ingredients together. Boom, it worked. Now I can eat it, sit on it, use it. That's the analogy here. So if this is like for you, you know, this is a channel about healing, how we heal our mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. This may be like a long-term analysis of swords, so thoughts, mindsets, neural pathways that were programmed for 5 of Pentacles. And this is crazy, but like one by one, identifying each sword and like going through a change or a transition, starving that sword so that you're building new neural pathways that essentially are infused with 10 of Pentacles versus 10 of Swords or 5 of Pentacles. And it's like, oh my God, my work here is done. You know, for wherever you're at, it's like, oh, I've reprogrammed each of these swords to the extent that I could with what I have. 6 of Wands, Fool. Now I can approach something in this like new vibration. Wheel of Fortune. This indicates you did this on your own. This wasn't tree pose, it's like yoga. And if we think about yoga, tree pose, you have to be where you are. There's no, like, you can't fake it in yoga, you know? You're either balanced or you're not. You can either hit the pose or you modify. It is what it is. There's no faking yourself out around where you are in yoga. Maybe that's the message, is like, there's no faking yourself out in yoga. In this situation, this like reprogramming of the swords, piece by piece, sword by sword, identifying all the ones programmed by Five of Pentacles, lack, is like someone here put themselves in a position where you couldn't fake it. You consciously put yourself in a position where you had the opportunity to identify each sword. And then you like invested or took a gamble on the reprogramming. And it just so happened to work. This is like jackpot. I hit it. We won big. That slot machine, hot. So weird. I didn't know this, but I guess it was illegal to bet on sports teams in Missouri. And they just got, the law just changed. And now DraftKings is like making a wave in Missouri. Just so you know, I don't watch sports. I don't bet on sports. I don't even know how this came into my world, but I just saw that this weekend. Okay. So a translation for that would be like, if you've never bet on yourself in a big way. I'm not promoting gambling. to be very clear, I'm not promoting gambling. But I do recommend betting on yourself. I think that's why that's coming up. Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, bet on yourself because you're going to win big. Yeah, see, you know that difficult transition I was talking about? It's like through the transition, through the change, through that hard energy. That's where the portal is. And this Ace of Wands, her third eye is a portal of fire. But doesn't it resemble female genitalia? Like reproductive genitalia, right? Which is also the portal between spirit and matter. So there's something that your spirit is preparing to birth. And it seems as though, I don't think that's a surprise to you. I don't think I'm breaking any news here. But for this thing to be birthed, it looks like you have conscious awareness that you have had to give conscious, like, focused attention to the parts that might not make this possible. Yeah, Magician and Nine of Pentacles. That's another portal, trying to birth something into the material, from spirit to matter. Okay, show me from spirit to matter. Oh, love it. Tower. Two of Wands. We're still in ethereal energy, fire and water. What is this transformation? From spirit to matter, there's like a transformation of energy, or it's a groundbreaking birthing, groundbreaking for you, maybe for others around you, but this is primarily groundbreaking for you. There's like a lifting of something too. And the lift brings a revelation, but it also brings like some sort of protection. Not protection, that's not the word, like safety or security, like it, with a warm connotation, not a defensive connotation. Show me the Two of Wands, Tower, please. From spirit to matter. King of Swords. Is that you? He's such a babe. Okay. Aries. Nope, that's not it. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I was looking at his feathers. I got a little feathered, you know? King of Swords. From spirit to matter. So we've gone from fire, water, air. Oh my God, that's the order of the elements in Kabbalah. Fire, water, air, earth is the last one. So the other thing is, like, if you have been preparing to birth something, you're like right on track. Elementally, you're right on track. This King of Swords is the mastery of the swords. He has 2 swords in this card. He has like a dagger. Well, yeah, it's a sword. And a sword behind him for the crow to sit on. And the crows are what guided her towards the dawn. There is a strong message here. Like, you can, if you have been doing this work, you can trust yourself. You can trust your mind. Let me say that differently. You can trust yourself to adapt your mind. That's what I meant. Because he's in the mastery of it. He also exemplifies 4 different mental modes with the bat, the owl, the dragonfly, and the crow. That's 4 completely different vibrational modes that his mind can go into. One is related to seeing in the dark and hunting. One is related to seeing it, like wisdom. One is related to seeing in the dark and sensing. That's intuition. One is related to angels, so connection to higher realms, divinity, things unseen. And then the crow to me is like strength of memory. Because those motherfuckers, they don't forget shit. Like, crows remember, if you mess with them, they remember your face, and they tell their whole family. They tell the whole murder about you. Like, they pass on that wisdom to their kin, which I just love it. Okay. Wow, guys. Star. This indicates that, like, the intentional healing that you've been doing, or reprogramming that you've offered yourself, has not just been for a healing and reprogramming. It's like the healing and reprogramming has been so that you can come together in this stronger, what is that show I'm seeing? Transformers, where it's like, oh, this isn't just a Hot Wheels car. This is a transformer, and it turns into something completely different that is like unfuckwithable, unstoppable, as a completely different mission than the Hot Wheels car that it once was. That's what this feels like. Is like, yeah, we had to go in here, and this looks like I chose to go in here. I chose to rewrite these swords. I was successful with it. Something has shown me I've had success with it. So now I can begin this next journey, which is actually the mission I was meant to experience at this point in my life. All the pieces are ready to be pieced together. It is an exiting of an old, it's an exiting of a familiar and an entry into a brand new unknown. But what feels comforting is, like, if the external is unknown, or something about the external is unknown, there's anchoring in your awareness of the different mental modalities you can tap into in order to successfully move yourself through or forward. Essentially, 10 of Pentacles is like, hey, this is the success route. Like, this is why we've been piecemealing the healing over the last however long you've been doing this. The Star is the ultimate healing energy. It's also a wish fulfillment here. Something about, like, she's never been disconnected from it. She's always had a string to it. So I think about string theory, and so, like, vibrations, and being able to, in this card, like, she can actually feel the vibration of the star even though it is so far away. So what she does is she holds that vibration close to her heart, almost like downloading it into her heart, so that every time she makes a decision or a conscious choice or meets somebody or goes someplace that resonates with the vibration of the star, she'll actually feel that vibration begin to flutter in her heart. So that comes back to that bat energy of, like, internal sensing, being able to, like, sense the vibration of how far away or close to the thing you are. That takes a lot of resensitizing. And resensitizing is very uncomfortable because it often means you have to feel very deep, honestly, it's like feeling pain. The more you have, listen, you can have transformation through joy too. I'm not saying you can't. There's power in contrast. So for people who are actively like healing Ten of Swords work in themselves throughout their life, it means that you're like dipping yourself into the depth of grief and the depth of disappointment, the depth of rage, the depth of discomfort. Allowing yourself to feel it, to heal it. And then what happens is, as deeply difficult you felt, now the universe is like setting up the opposite. And you're going to be highly sensitive to the opposite. So like joy, fulfillment, love, friendship, simple pleasures, sun on your skin will feel amplified compared to if you didn't go to the dark side, you know? It makes the good feel better. And that resensitizing process is like a little grueling and gnarly, but if that resonates with you, it looks like you've already done that. Not like this is coming for you. Okay, show me a little bit about the star energy here. Big Aquarius energy. So if you have an Aquarius placement, that's important, that's present. Page of Cups. Lots of new beginning energy here. Fool, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups. All very, very new. Page of Cups is also Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. But you're coming in to this newness with wisdom. You know, the Hermit as a spirit guide is like the spirit guide that whispers in your ear right in the nick of time. Like, if you are familiar with claircognizance, clairaudience, it's like, can't explain it, but the voice inside my head told me to ask this question. And you ask the question and you're like, oh my God, why did I ask that? But then you get clarity, you get the answer, or you observe a reaction that gives you the answer. Page of Cups Hermit is like, you are new on this journey. It is exactly what your heart has called in. It's leading to success. There's also this like room, there's upward mobility that will be experienced here. And I think the upward mobility is in fulfillment. It's in emotion. It's in water. It's cup. And for those of you who feel fear in the unknown, or you can tell when your ego is aware that there's an unknown approaching, the Hermit as a spirit guide is like, I'm going to whisper into your ear what you need to do when you need to do it. So you don't waste energy on fear. Yeah. That's so it. Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords, Knight of Cups, Five of Swords. It's also like a reminder of, hey, anything you face in this new vibration, or like, let's say it like this, anything you face on this journey towards this bigger vibration, star, wish fulfillment. Anything you face, you've actually already faced it. Ten of Swords, you've already faced it and closed it out. Five of Swords, it's half of that. Five of Swords is like, oh, child's play. I don't give a fuck. Like, get out of here, you know? You're able to like shut things down, whether it's shut fear down or shut conflict down or shut pettiness down or unnecessary communications down. There's maybe there's like a mastery of preservation of energy, a recognition of, I don't have to actually give my mind to all of the places that are pulling at it. I can simply keep my mind focused on this end goal and use the modes I need to use when I need to use them. And this is, look, Page of Cups. So the Hermit as like the spirit guide here, it looks like it even moves you through like any sort of Five of Swords situation. It is going to give you the whisper in the ear of what to say, what to do. which brings you to the Knight of Cups, which is like the next level up. 10 of Swords, whatever that means, not blocking you, but like as this like next challenge in between your next evolution of cup. Same thing. The Hermit is here to move you through this. The thing is, you've also already seen that 10 of Swords. So it's, I can't emphasize this enough. The things that you've already moved through in terms of fear, people, conflict, insecurity, mindsets or patterns that like are very challenging to have. So anxiety, OCD, you know, any sort of depression, the stuff that you've already held, recognized, identified, and began healing. As you like face new challenges on your journey, you might be like, this is nothing compared to what I had to do on my own, you know? Show me this Page of Cups Hermit journey. Wow. The World. Some people, this is an actual physical relocation. Damn, that's that 3 of Pentacles that begins the 10 of Pentacle building. There's like a Taurus energy that you have that is pertinent for anchoring structures, or like there's a Taurus placement that is necessary for, it's like foundational groundwork, either in you or the thing that you're building or the thing that you're creating, the pathway that you are gravitating towards. And ironically, the other side of the anchor is Leo, which is 6 of Wands. So you might have had to learn how to identify progress and celebrate yourself. And some of you also have had to learn, or you are learning, how to let other people celebrate you. And both of those things are anchors at the bottom of the foundation of the structure. Aquarius energy and Scorpio energy, which is all down here, so crazy. That's like at the top. It's like that's what helps you move the bar higher and higher. Which is like, Aquarius is the most psychic of the air signs, and Scorpio is the most, Scorpio sees through the veil the most. They see the most uncomfortable shit the most. That's why they're so creepy. That's why we love them. But that combo is like the required combo. And if, for some of you, if you don't have prominent placements that I just listed, that's where that spirit guide comes in. Gives you the hits of what you need to know. If you're like not prone to the vibration of those astrological archetypes. Show me the World. One more. Thank you. Okay, so this next, this like new beginning, or like, yeah, this new beginning is supposed to be less heavy lifting on your part because of what you have chosen to heal and expand upon on your journey of like solitude. This particular new beginning is also supposed to bring in, see the spectrum, 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. It's almost like the scales in the Justice card. This is supposed to bring in the right people, the right harvest, the right joy, the right collaboration, celebrations. Heavy emphasis on celebrations though. There's like a little message too of like, try to remember not to make things harder for yourself. Sometimes recovering perfectionists and recovering workaholics will create things that they think need to be done or exist, and it's like, no, you're actually just avoiding stillness in your day because you were trained to do that, you know. Show me the spectrum. I said show me, and it's funny that it's blindfolded. I do think there's going to be some sort of like personal inventory, personal temperature checks around like, am I making things harder for myself, or am I choosing fluidity? Am I choosing flow? Am I choosing joy? Am I choosing harvest? Knight of Swords. That really feels like that, because there's like a healing around perhaps excess doing, or a healing around a mindset that, yeah, 10 of Wands at the bottom, a mindset that makes you think that if you're not always on the go, or always thinking, or always taking action, or always transforming, that it's not good enough. But there's a lesson here of like different modes for different parts of your life, different eras of your life. And it looks like you are completing or coming out of an era of intense, in-depth healing of wounds on different parts of the spectrum. And it wasn't just to clear it up. It was so that you could piecemeal the right kind of neural pathways and maybe just general disposition that can attract, call in, and then maintain a 10 of Pentacles vibration. Dog across the street confirming. 10 of Wands at the bottom to me is like the process of letting go. So there is some sort of like, there's a presence here of like happening versus happened versus will happen. There's a happening here. Show me a little bit more on this 10 of Pentacles. It really is like the version of you that helped heal you. So powerful. So divine and necessary. They are going to get an opportunity to retire though, Pisces. Because you're moving from healing mode to transformer mode, you know? And this transformer, Hangman, it's a completely different like way of being, aerial, hanging from the sky, looking at things. Hangman, 10 of Pentacles. There also may be like a complete shift on what 10 of Pentacles is to you. Yeah, 8 of Cups. It's a different version of you required. The Moon, yeah, different look. Resurrection. One version of your soul is like, she gets to retreat, he gets to retreat, they get to retreat into peace. And another aspect is coming online. The Moon, the Knight of Wands, who's surrounded by the 4 of Wands, and the Judgment. There's something mysterious about this, a little bit in the dark, around what types of actions you will need to take or you are about to take. All of them are going to be informed by your ability to sense or feel in darkness specifically. Darkness doesn't have to be sadness though, it's meditation. It's stillness in your nature walks. It's drum circle. You know, like we get into a trance when we listen to drums. We get into a trance when we listen to flutes. So it's like darkness is just simply the void. So another superpower that's coming up here is like your ability to go into the void to receive what it is that you need to know or do to align with the pathways that bring you here. This really feels like birthright energy, like all roads point to this. And I don't think it's a matter of if you will get this, it seems like a matter of when. And part of that is recognizing, am I making this harder for myself? And you'll know that because there might be, well, exhaustion and and you'll feel like you have to force things. But Hangman, 8 of Cups, Moon, Knight of Wands, Judgment is, I'm moving in a new way now. The old way I was using served for the healing, and this new way that I'm moving, I am learning it, but I have a guide on my side, Hermit, even the Temperance down here, whispering to me which mental mode I need to go into for each part of this journey, for each leg of the tour. And I'm comfortable with the void now. I don't think the void's going anywhere. Yeah, Page of Cups at the bottom confirming, because that's you on this new journey, when pigs fly. you might be this void, comfortable with the void. This might be something that a version of you 5, 6, 10, 20 years ago would have been like, abso-fucking-lutely not. No. You know? And this like comfort in the void is like, my plan is trusting my intuition and acting from integrity, acting from creation, acting from the vibration of my peace. Whereas an old version of you might have been like, if there's no plan in place, I'm not doing it. If there's no logical sequence of A through Z, I'm not going. Because it stirs up my anxiety, you know? And this Page of Cups, the vibration is coming from the heart space. And it's like, oh, maybe this is tied to this star card. Where that message around, you've already sensed what the vibration is of your big wish fulfillment for this chapter of your life. You're going to have many wish fulfillments for every chapter. This chapter, you already got like the download of what it feels like. I'm hearing like the beeping of if you were trying to connect with UFOs. Have you ever done that? I forget what it's called. It's like, oh, God. You like do a certain meditation outside under the stars. Oh, sorry, I can't remember this. I did this once on a retreat with people. This is what I'm like. I'm hearing like the beep, 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 beep. But you felt this. So now you'll know every step of the way. You're going to get flutters in your heart that feel like this to confirm, yes, this way. Kind of like deja vu, but it will hold more meaning. So sometimes deja vu feels very more like empty and confusing because you're like, I just had a deja vu in the bathroom stall at a new gym. And I was like, why? I'm not even part of this gym. I'm visiting. Why is this part of the story, you know? So this feels like deja vu, but it's like confirmation via heart flutter. Oh, and there's that Queen of Swords. You have like a lot of protection around your heart energy. Her heart is in this little heart-shaped box. Shout out Nirvana. We love Kurt Cobain Pisces in this house. Her heart is locked up here. His heart, their heart is like more outside their body feeling, like an extra limb. We have the Three of Swords pictured down here. Her heart focused with the string connected to the wish fulfillment. So another like a theme of healing here is about feeling. That sensitization is really, I think, of utmost significant change. There's like maybe you've always felt, but now you know how to feel what's for you versus what is everyone else's feeling. And this is actually going to serve as like a directional pull. They're like, come here, follow this feeling. Don't let the noise of feeling the room or feeling your Instagram feed, like don't let that take you off of this path. The Cosmic Heart. Oh, that's so crazy. I haven't used this deck in so long. Oh, that's crazy. The Cosmic Heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. This is really committing to your heart, your happiness. Oh, your feeling. That's so crazy. And earthed. Learning how to be human. You are in the world, but not of it. So that's that little alien feeling I was getting where I was like, oh, the connecting with the UFOs, the beep, beep, beeps. That was for you, my alien kin. Let's get one more over here. Oh, I love it. That just happened. Fool, fool, fool. 3 times. Feels like you're ready for something. And maybe you're a little lighter now too. Both of these Fool cards have skyscrapers in the background, so some of you might be transitioning out of a city into more like rural area or out of a city to more nature-based area. And others of you are moving from This looks like 3D transition and diving into a little bit more of the sacred geometry. So deeper into studies around the ethereal, the cosmic, the vibrational, as it pertains particularly to you, without drowning in the information. Yeah, with Archangel Raphael holding the heart at the bottom. One more for that Fool. 3 of Pentacles. If you build it, they will come. I just sent out an email. If you are a business owner on any of my email lists, I just sent you guys an email last week about that. If you build it, they will come. You are the artist, the instructor, and the muse of this new chapter you are building out. And you are at, if there's 10 stages, you are at stage 3 leading to this. And this is like a reminder, please enjoy the stages. Because it looks like you're exiting one of the hardest fucking chapters. You know? Joy has to enter the chat now. Foofy, woofy, Pisces, smash that love button if you haven't already, babe. I love this for you. Claim that 10 of Pentacles, claim that legacy, claim this new vibration, this new way of doing things. If you'd like a little Reiki healing, you can hold my hands. Taking a gentle inhale through the nose. And a soft release out through the mouth. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. Claim this shit, babe. I claim my new chapter of wealth, abundance, love, and feeling. I'll see you later, Pisces.